Dude, speaking of homeless people shitting,
Go on.
I was driving by the Ford Theater and trying to get on the freeway, and I look and I see a guy halfway off of the curb, and I was like, dude, that guy's gonna be killed if someone's not paying attention. Oh, he's shitting. Oh my god, he's taking a shit. Oh, I hate this city.
You watched the dude take a dump?
He made sure whoever could see saw.
You saw?
He legitimately angled himself
so you could watch him?
in a shit position with the curb.
So do you have more empathy for him as a human, or more empathy for yourself as an undesirable voyeur?
Nah, I don't have empathy for any of the two parties involved in that moment. I have a deep, deep sorrow for the thing that is Los Angeles.
Aren't you planning on moving back here?
Yeah. It's not a non-complicated move. I have a lot of emotions about that, including just this constant sorrow. My name is Natascia Anna Tornetta Mallin. But Natascia Mallin just seems like more straightforward and less fucking Latin with 17 names. It's so fucking stupid what I actually want to communicate, but I mean it, and I think it needs to be communicated, and it's like, all it is women are people. Like real people who are complex and weird and shitty and amazing and all of the human things. They're not like these secondary entities that are just based on your ideas of them. And female sexuality is a normal thing that isn't just pornographic and sexy. It's also dumb and ugly and confusing and sexy, but not as a primary thing. It's also not super sad all the time. It's not just about women being taken advantage of or discredited or all of that stuff. It includes that, but they're just complex, normal ass creatures. And I don't think that outside of intellectually, people full on get it, including women. Because we're always watching our sexuality outside of ourselves as this other thing. And then everything that's taking place inside of us is either trying to reject that or trying to match it, or both in the same moment. But it's also just the most basic shit. Our erotic fucking nature is normal. She nails it. I also super relate to her kind of sexuality, but it's so playful and so intentional that it's it's fucking normal and weird and sometimes not sexy and sometimes super sexy. Nailed it. I think it's important for teenagers to be exposed to things that they're probably experiencing in their life in a curated, cared for storytelling framework. When HBO came out with Going Clear was the first time I realized that I had been in a cult. Even after I left and people were like, it sounds like you were in a cult, I for 100% would still defend it and be like, that's not what the fuck it was, and you don't understand, and just crazy shit. And then I watch Going Clear and I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck exactly it was. It's so, I guess normal is a word that I keep going to, but in some ways it's just natural. Like, especially if you're connected with the other person. But that's not the stuff that we get to see. You know? And as women, we get to see what we're given, that's like female content about romance and sexuality. It's mostly romantic. It's like all these ideas of how to be a fully actualized woman is like living out this romantic story and fantasy, and your value is based on your ability to be loved and to love and all of this stuff. But that's just a story, and it's not true. Like, the true life shit is the weird, messy stuff. It's the like, oh my God, all of a sudden I'm bursting into tears. But we're connected in this moment, and we're going for it. We're in this, and this is love, and this is sex, and this is whatever. It's connection, it's intimacy, you know? But we don't get to see the truth. We get to see the like weird pornography shit. That even if it's not porn, it's intended to like evoke a feeling of desire, as opposed to just being a desirous, beautiful thing. And then people can kind of like relate to it how they're going to normally relate to it. But if it's crafted to be tintillating, then we don't get to like have a real relationship with what the thing actually is, because we're out here expecting constant sexiness. We're trying to portray constant sexiness because that's what we see, right? We're consuming stories about sex way before even sometimes we're having it, you know? So for me, it's like, okay, let's remove all of that and let's just do the normal stuff, which actually includes that, which includes like our weird relationship with like our ideas about sex and how people fumble through those and how it makes sex suck a lot, you know? But that's super interesting. That's more interesting than like, oh, we're just gonna pretend like everything's sexy all the fucking time.